Okay, so we should have your warm up in front of you at this particular time. All right. Well, your paper's yellow, mine's not. Anyway, it should say warm up on it. All right, and we should be at 2.2b. All right. So let's go through this here because we're still piling on with what we've been doing. Writing these equations out, rate of change, all right? Does it go through the origin? All those types of things. So when you're looking at the top there, you have stage one, two, we've got three. And what they want you to do is they want you to complete the table. So we're like, okay, all right. So stage one, all right. Yeah, I mean, there's 6 dots there. Whee! So there's 6, okay. Stage two, all right. There are 10 dots there. All right, we're set to go. Stage 3, we can count away. Go ahead there. D, 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 D. Yeah, there are 14 of them. Okay, so they want stage 4, they want stage 5. So here we go. What we're always watching for is on this left side, are we going up by 1 each time? That's going to be a key thing. And at the beginning here, we always are, but it's not always going to be that way. So because we're going up by 1, that's when we can just kind of do our rate of change of each time. Yeah, we're adding 4. So how about an 18? Add 4 more, and yeah, 22. So there's your table. All right. Now part 2 says show where the rate of change is in your table. So yeah, I mean that's show it. Yep, there it is. Whee! We're adding 4 each time. So if you only put 1 plus 4 there, okay. If you put it all over the place, but again, that's showing the rate of change. Each time we're going up by 4, so there's your rate of change. So let's go to part 3 now, the equation that we're looking at. All right. Now, here we go. All right. So we do know our rate of change is 4. So what that allows me to do is the y equals the 4x. The key thing here, though, is I can't just stop because I don't know if it's proportional or not. So what you're always going to be looking at there is who's with the 0. And this is where you're just going to use your pattern. So if we were going up by 1 each time, you can see if we go the other way, we're going down by 1 each time. So, but if we go to this other side, yeah, we were going up by 4, which means if you're going the other direction, you should be going down by 4. So if you're at 14, you take away 4, yes, it's a 10. Take away 4 more, yes, it's a 6. Take away 4 more, hello, 2. That's the key part. That's what we saw from before is, yes, that's my starting point. So there's my winning answer. Y equals 4x plus 2. Again, that starting point's always going to match up with the 0. So sometimes you got to fill it in a little bit and find the good spot. So just kind of squeeze it in there. So yeah, that's all you're going to do is you're just going to squeeze that in on your table each time. Okay, so then the last question here on your warm-up, it's saying using your equation. Okay, so there's my equation. Let's get that down, 4x plus 2. Describe how you would graph it. Okay, so describe it there. So the idea is you would be starting at a 2, all right, and then this rate of change. So we've got to go up 4. So every time we go over 1, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully your graph is a little bit better than mine that's there, all right? But yeah, that's the idea. And then again, if we would go over 1 more, we're again going to go up 4. And so I know I don't have the room, but this is the idea of, all right? And we can kind of use our ordered pairs over here, 0, 2, all right, to the right 1 up 6. But again, they're saying describe. So key phrases, you're starting at a 2, all right? And then go up 4 each time. I think that's pretty good because again, we're always stepping over, all right, and then we're going up that amount there. So yeah, there we go, there's your warm up. All right, people. Now classwork wise here, you might need to kind of hit the pause button here, or you can just kind of listen to me talk while you're going through it. But yeah, you're going to get your hands on the classwork right now. What we're going to end up doing is a few of the problems together, all right? And then we're going to let you take it from there. So hit the pause button if you need to. We're on pages 49 and 50. The thing you want to keep in mind is that there's actually, oh, I don't like that, all right? The thing to keep in mind here is that there's actually two page 50s. I'm sorry. All right. We couldn't fit it all on there. So there's a page 49, there's a 50, and then there's one more page 50 that didn't fit on there. So there's just one question. All right. Okay. So what we're going to see here is 49 and 50 are very similar to each other. So we're going to talk through most of 49 together. And then, yeah, we'll let you get into 50. We'll have answer keys available for you. And then that second page 50 to check that as well, too. So then you'll be all set to go. So if you need to pause, pause. All right. Otherwise, let's get into page 49. All right. Oh my goodness, this is like your warm up here. We got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So you can see they've kind of filled in some of the numbers that are there. So they've got the table of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. They gave you the 4 and the 7. All right. Now, if you look up at the bricks that are up there, the blocks that are up there, I'm going to fill the table in. I'm a big believer in filling in the table, even though it's part B. I think it's good to fill in the table because that's going to kind of help me with the other situations there. So, yeah, if you count up the blocks there in stage 3, 3, 6, 9, one more, that makes 10. Okay, so we should be seeing that each time we're going up by 3, which means that's going to give me a 13, which means that'll give me a 16. Okay, all right. Well, let's go back to part A now. All right. How many blocks are added to the pattern from one stage to the next? Okay, well, you can look visually that they're always adding 3 on, but at the same time, remember, we just got through saying that we're adding 3 on each time. So there's your connection. Part B, complete the table. I did that, thank you. And then part C, show where your rate of change is. So again, showing it, all right, your rate of change, they want me to show it. There it is. There it is. What am I doing to get down the path here? Again, we're adding by ones each time here, so that's going to be safe. Like we said, eventually that'll switch around, but for right now, we're safe. That's there. Okay, let's go to part D. Create a graph of this data. Okay, all right. So create a graph there. So I'm going to do my best graph that we've got here. So we're plotting points. So, you know, like we're going to the right 1 and we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, hello. I see 2, 7. Go to the right 2, 4. So that's 5, 6, 7. All right. So again, we're plotting away. All right. I'm going to let you plot and plot and plot. That's there. We'll kind of run out of space. I don't need to put everyone on there if they don't fit. But the idea here is, and this is where the connection we want to see it at, like I don't have the 0. Like we can't assume it goes in for 0. So I'm going to go back to my table. Even though it's little and there's not enough room, I'm going to squeeze in the 0 there. So what that's going to help me to figure out is, well, who does the 0 match up with? Well, like we talked about, in this case, we're always going up 3. So if we put the car in reverse, we're going to be going down 3. So if I'm at a 4 and I drop down 3, hey, that means there's a 1 that's there. So that tells me on my graph, now I feel much better about what we've got there. Yes. Again, pause at any time that you need to. All right. But yeah, that's my table, getting that 0 in there based off of my rates of change that I'm using. So, okay, the equation. All right, this is what we're after there, part E. So remember here, we've got our y equals. We've got our rate of change, which we've seen it's 3. And then remember, the big part here is, where do we start at? And in this case, we start where the 0 is at. And so we say hello to the 1. And there you go. Y equals 3x plus 1. Okay, so starting point's a big deal here, and it's always who matches up with the 0. So let's see here. What else do they want to know? Is this pattern a linear? Oh, linear. Now, they're not asking proportional. They're asking linear. Linear means, does it make a line? Is it a straight path? Yes, it is. That's there. So yes, it certainly does make a line. It is a straight path. If I wasn't, you don't have to write this down, but if I was like plotting and I was like, You'd be like, whoa, not a straight. That would not be linear. But yes, I have a straight path that's there. So that's a big thing. And then it says use supporting evidence of each. Okay, so each. So we're going to go to the table. All right. So from the table, all right, we are adding 3 each time. Okay. So that's what the table's telling me. So that's where I'm pulling it from there. And then from the picture, it's kind of what we just talked about. Linear doesn't make a line. All right. So that's where we kind of talk about a straight path. All right. Remember, that's no good. That's not a straight path that's there. But yes, so graph-wise, I got a straight path. So it is linear. Remember, not proportional. We're talking linear that's there. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I think so. Oh, wait a second. Show you supporting evidence. So I think, one more thing I want to talk about. Yes, we got a straight path. But I think this is, remember how we talked about here's your change, your rate of change is the same, and that's in the table. It's the same thing here. Every time we go over 1, we're going up 3. It's always up 3, always up 3, always up 3. So when we're talking about, that's a key thing here, is that we're always going up 3, up 3, up 3. Now again, we're shifting over 1 to the right, but yeah, we're going up that 3 every single time. Okay, there we go. I had to get that in there. Now, yeah, you're on page 50. All right, so you're on that next item that's there, and then there's that one that's on the back. All right, so you are handling those. Again, very similar, that first page. Second page, just, hey, let's see what you can do with this. All right, let's see if you can get that equation, and that's what we're really after. So, whew. All right, so with that all being said, you're ready to jump into your work. Make sure you're getting things checked with the answer key. All right. And I'll be back on the video tomorrow that's there. Yeah, right now I'm somewhere in a U-Haul truck, have not been abducted. Okay, let's keep the story straight there. I am in a U-Haul truck there. We are driving my oldest son to Jacksonville, Florida. That is where he's accepted his position, a job. He's a recent college graduate. So we loaded up the U-Haul and we're moving him to Florida. All right. All right, there we go. Take care. All right. Bye.